Hello, folks. Silent Deviant here. I figured that I was gonna do a Let's Play channel. Something I've been wanting to do for a while. I haven't quite had the computer to do it, though, but I do have a computer that's able to handle recording certain games that don't require too much, and I'm beginning to get very eager on doing it, and it's taking a while to be able to get the money that I need for a good computer for some better stuff. But that'll probably come later down the line if I actually stick with it. So, yeah. I decided one of the first things I wanted to do with my channel is that, well, first off, I'm the type of person where I am fairly stubborn about doing things a certain way and not repeating myself. I like to set up lines, the sort of do not cross, if you will, of things that just will be set certain ways, and I like to set up my boundaries ahead of time. So I figured I was going to make a disclaimer video that I can use for reference later on down the line if need be. If anybody mentions something before, assuming that I actually do pick up like quite a few fans or something further down the line, I'm not really expecting it. I want to do a Let's Play channel because I want to do a Let's Play channel. It's nothing more than that. I like to play games. I figure I know a fair know-how now on how to set up some sort of a recording thing in which I can play my games and actually share that experience with other people. I was very much against Let's Plays from the very get-go when I first figured out about them, to be quite honest with you, because it seemed to be a thing where a lot of people liked it just to watch the reaction of somebody getting scared on a certain game, and it was 9 times out of 10 somebody who was really irritating and just screaming in front of a mic for other people. So, one of the first things that I'm going to set up right now is number one, my Let's Play channel. The type of one that I'm going to set up is one of my main rules. Everything's going to be just about as real as I can be, really. I've been the type of person where even on the internet, whether or not anybody wants to believe me, it's their own opinion. I don't like to fake the type of person that I am. Everything that I am online as well as in real life is as real as I try to present it or as I can possibly make it. It always has been that way. So what you see for reactions and whatnot, I might try to embellish it every now and again just to try to make it more enjoyable for the audience, but for the most part, everything that you're going to see on this channel is going to be real. I'm not going to play, Slender and keep going over and over and over again until I beat it. I hate games like that anyway, and I'll go over that in a little bit, but I'm going to play games that I would enjoy to play, for other people. I might go a little out of my way if it's like a request or something like that and it's a decent game. I might give it a try. Who knows? I'm up to suggestion, but I'll do it, and my reactions to things are going to be just about as real as it could possibly be. I'm not just going to play a scary game, fake that I'm shitting my pants when I'm really not in reality just to get views on YouTube. I'm not that type of person. I don't care. I will never be a YouTube partner. That is going to be a guaranteed thing, even if that becomes a possibility in the future. Number two, I'm not going to play crap indie horror games. Like, in my opinion, I really don't like Slender that much. I really don't. It got a pretty big hit in the community, and it was a decent creepypasta. I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty scary at times, but just the actual mechanics of the game seemed rather raw and repetitive for me. Many games are like that. I'm just not a big fan of wander around aimlessly kind of games and find things, and just wait for jump scares and stuff. It's very boring to me over time, and I can only play them for a very short period of time despite the amount of horror and jump scares and stuff that are in it that are, because I do enjoy a good scare every now and again. Um, yeah, I won't be playing Amnesia, by the way, if you couldn't already pick that up. Amnesia, it is a good game. I'll give it that, but it's not my kind of game at all whatsoever. Too many custom stories. I've seen too much about the game. It doesn't really pique my curiosity that much. It's not very enjoyable for me to play. I might pick it up later on down the line, maybe, But for the most part, no, probably not. Alright? And number 3, I will not, under any circumstance, I will definitely draw this line right now, is I will never ask or suggest anybody to like, comment, subscribe, favorite, anything like that at all whatsoever. This is not a like horror page at all whatsoever. It's not going to be anything like that. Come by, join me in playing some video games. Watch me do this, and I don't know, you might get some laughs, some scares, maybe, who knows? Just come along for the ride and enjoy it. There's a couple of inspirations, apparently I can't talk today, that I've had for wanting to make a Let's Play channel, honestly. Like, I was totally against it until I found a couple of people that were pretty good at it. Namely, that I enjoy Markiplier and Cryotic very much for Let's Players. Cry's a very real person from what I've seen, and I do very much enjoy that. He's more of like a laid back, you want to get a good enjoyment out of like a story or something like that, kind of like more of a thinking sort of thing. Markiplier, I must admit, is a little more entertaining in that if you want something funny or scary or something like that, you're going to get that with him. You're going to get a lot of emotion with Mark. He's a cool guy, and he's gotten all very big, and I've kind of tried avoiding him a little bit because of how big he's been getting and all that other stuff. It seems like a lot of things that he does on his page and stuff. And I'm not throwing stones. Trust me, I love the guy to death. He seems amazing. I know nothing about the guy in real life, but it just seems that like a lot of the things now compared to how they used to be, it's kind of like blown out of proportion a little bit. Tries to. But what can you do when you're that big? He's pretty big on YouTube now, so I hope I don't get that big. I really don't. Having a couple of subs, that'll be cool if I do. Whatever. Join me in playing some games once again, and, I'm gonna stick for now towards RPG horror games. It seems to be the only thing that I can run. I can run Garry's Mod. I might do a couple of Final Fantasy XI Let's Plays. Probably with my friend Javon that I've known for many years on the game as well. And if I do that, it is an old and very much dead MMO game. I'm a very big MMO gamer. I enjoy them a lot. I don't put nearly as much time into them as I could, though, but that's fine. It's especially difficult with working, though, but I'm going to try to put some recording time into getting videos up every now and again. I'll try to keep that, I'll try to keep that a constant flow throughout time with editing. I'm kind of at a bare minimum right now, but if it gets good and it's something that I want to do, I'll probably wind up putting money into this sort of a thing and getting better equipment, better software, and all of that other stuff. Who knows? So, right after this, I'm going to start working on my first Let's Play. It's going to be Misao, and it's a game that a friend of mine named Sekrin, who I met in an MMO as well, a long time ago in Vindictus, if anybody is familiar with that one. And he told me, hey, you know what, you should check this out. And it was a pretty decent sounding game. Not at the time to me, because I was kind of biased against RPG horrors. I didn't think that they could be scary or good, but I gave them a try after a while and found out they have some really good storylines in comparison to certain other games that I've played before with horror. A lot of people don't establish a very good storyline with it, and it kind of just destroys the immersion of the game altogether for me. So I do enjoy RPG horrors quite a bit for that. What they are, they kind of have to have a good storyline going. So we're going to go with Misao. I'm going to definitely have him look at that as well, and then he can see what my reactions are. I'm not going to have a face cam for now. I'm going to be pretty anonymous, and I'll keep it that way for a while. I might do face cams in the future, especially if I wind up doing things like Garry's Mod and stuff. So that'll be it for now, and yeah, this concludes my disclaimer video. Thank you for watching.